We want to get this story in because it's very important, and a lot of you are talking about it on social media.
Our next guest has called upon Alabama's governor to halt the execution of Nathaniel Woods.
Happening today, a protest is planned to try and stop the execution of a man who was convicted in the murders of 3 Birmingham police officers.
Nathaniel Woods now scheduled to be executed tomorrow. He's one of 2 defendants convicted of killing 3 Birmingham police officers.
Today, is Alabama about to execute an innocent man today?
Claiming that 2 jurors and the foreman who convicted him of capital murder do not want him executed. In the midst of the outpouring of celebrity support to save Woods from the death penalty, Attorney General Steve Marshall sent a 10-page letter to Governor Kay Ivey urging her to, quote, not grant a reprieve of Woods' death sentence.
Today, an Alabama death row inmate who has drawn national attention and celebrity support set to be executed. Nathaniel Woods.
Daunting task ahead of us, don't we?
Yeah, you know, in Birmingham, a brother named Nate Woods was convicted back in 2004 for he had nothing to do with. And the crazy thing is, even police and prosecutors admit that he never touched the gun, never shot. But police raided a house that Nate was in, and when police came in, somebody in the house, the police.
Now wait a minute. So, but first of all, cut to today, present now. This man, Nathan Woods, is about to be executed tomorrow, correct?
Tomorrow at probably about 5 p.m. So we're about 27 hours away from this man being executed. And he's the only person I've ever known in my life to be sentenced to death who everyone knows didn't actually kill somebody. Like, he wasn't even convicted because they thought he killed somebody. He was convicted just because he was there.
So now, if I got this story right, because you told it to me, and I just want to see if because I don't think everybody who has seen the story understands the true details of it. So they was in a trap house. And the police raided the trap house.
The police came there, man. This was the summer of 2004. Police came there in the morning and knocked on the door, and then they came back in the afternoon and knocked on the door, and then they came back later that afternoon and they said they had a warrant. It actually turns out they didn't have a warrant, and they just barged right into the house.
Okay, so wait a minute. So you mean to tell me they did a no-knock door kick with no warrant?
And then when they busted, and here's what's crazy, and this is fact, when they busted into the house, they sprayed Nate in his face with pepper spray. And Nate, at that point, if you've ever even been in the room where pepper spray gets sprayed.
I've been sprayed.
Like, if it gets sprayed in your face.
Yeah, I've been sprayed.
You can't do anything. You know, so Nate's running through the house, covering his eyes. He goes out of a window. He runs to the bathroom, climbs out of the window. While Nate's leaving, there's a between the other man in the house and the police. Did
they pursue Nate after he ran and jumped out the window?
Get this. Nate walks across the street, sits on the front porch of a home right across this house, and just waits right there. They don't have a chase. He doesn't elude officers. He's on the front porch of the house right across the street, and waits for the police to come because he knows he didn't do anything. He didn't shoot them. He never had. He was traumatized. Like when the went down, the police and this other guy at each other. He runs out of the house mainly to get away from the as much as he was trying to get away from the police.